Hi Ninglings, it's Friday, and this week we are talking about I Am the Messenger, which almost all of us read, I think. I'm making a video for my personal channel too, and I'm probably going to use some of the same clips because I only have so many thoughts about it, but I just want to talk about some of the things that I took away from I Am the Messenger. Let me just start this by saying I absolutely loved the book. I thought it was beautiful, it was well written. Obviously, Markus Zusak is a genius, it's beautiful. It reminds us that strangers are just people who we haven't met yet and haven't gotten to know, and that there's no reason to really fear those people or to not reach out to other people. Through the protagonist in this book, I was reminded that people are often more than they seem, and there's more to someone than just their surface level appearance of what they want and who they are. He learns that compassion really goes a long way, and that's what I loved about the book. I was writing down some things as I was going along, and I just want to kind of talk about those things. I don't have the page numbers because I didn't write them down, and I modified a couple of them so that they would be applicable beyond the book, but I wrote down, live beyond your capabilities, introduce yourself to yourself, and confront him with her beauty. And those are just things that really stood out to me. I'm not really sure why. Live beyond your capabilities is something that I found fairly inspirational because it encourages you to do more than what you think you can do and to go beyond what you think you have imposed as your boundaries and your limitations. So often we make rules for ourselves that prevent us from doing what we actually want to do or from going beyond what we think is right or what is appropriate. The idea of living beyond your capabilities is very attractive to me because I don't want to always just rely on what I've told myself in the past is what I should do. Introduce yourself to yourself is another way of looking at kind of getting to know who you are and figuring out your own identity and kind of saying, hey, this is who I am, and I'm going to accept that as I'm introducing who I am to my preconceived notion of who I am. This, like living beyond your capabilities, is about letting in the truth of who you are and what you want. The words confront him with her beauty obviously has to do with Audrey. I don't know why I really like that word confront so much when it comes to beauty. I feel like the word confront also has to do with honesty and just kind of being upfront about what you are and what you want. Obviously, you see a theme here in the three things that I identified as standing out to me. Although Ed's journey was very planned out and mysterious at times, it was very much a journey of finding himself and discovering his identity. He learned so much about what is important to him, and I think most people need to go through kind of a similar journey of really just looking at what is important in their lives and removing all the external stuff. I really loved this book. I think it had the perfect amount of mystery and humor and introspection. All of the characters were dynamic and I just absolutely loved it. I thought it was beautiful and I think everybody should read it. Zach, I will see you tomorrow.